Hello and welcome back to another showcase. Today I'm gonna be doing some lumber mods. Um, I'm sorry about the sound. If you got a bit of a fright, it's a bit louder than it usually is. Perhaps I don't really know. It's hard to get good sound for me anyway. I'm no expert in the thing. So we need to go by our mods, which are implaceables. Well, one of them. We have got the sawmill. This caught my attention. It has been done by someone, and I'm redoing it only because I saw it by him, and I was a little bit disappointed. And that's that. I was a little disappointed because he didn't show the true working of it, and I set everything up so that I'll get a chance to do it. And I'm also going to be looking for a trailer. Is that it? That is it, yes. I think it is in it. Okay. Turn off this because we don't need it in a minute. Same. Story. Am I you or am I you? I'm you, okay. I did forget about this fellow. We need to bring this fella back up to our farm so that we can demonstrate stuff and things. I'm turning left here, aren't I? I don't know where I'm turning. I don't know this side of the map at all. Turning this way. Then we'll take the second next right. Okay, and we're underway. Let's see. So we're gonna be testing out the sawmill and that trailer. That trailer is supposed to be specially designed for the sawmill. Its product. It's planks. Everyone knows it's going to be planks. What else would a sawmill make, really? And I do think that my volume is a bit loud, in all fairness, because the feedback in my headset, I usually don't take any notice of it, and now, well, I'm about to pop my own ears, not to mind yours. Come on, truck. Did I do it? I didn't, but this is a good truck. It's a thing. Anyway, come on, almost there. Little bit farther, little bit. I've got all the diffs and stuff on, so okay, and we are here. Ah no, I forgot the stuff. I forgot a very important thing. It's not on level ground, which is a pain, but what can you do? Okay, X. Can we? I'm going to have to. I don't want to have one here, do I? Get out of this. 1 second now. Tab around and see. I have one bought. And I never brought up a trailer either. I'm gonna have to bring them all up to the farm. It's gonna take an age. Okay, this is gonna take an age. Should I pause the video? Nah. What can I explain? Okay, you are loud. Let me just bring it down to 80. I think that's better. Okay. So, we're doing the sawmill. You put in logs, then you get out planks. The way it works is you have to power it. It's steam powered. Never mind. So you do have to give it fuel of some sorts. From what I've heard, it accepts straw. It accepts straw bales. Gonna raise this thing up. It accepts wool bales, if you want to call them that. It accepts the pallets which it makes. I don't know how good the conversion ratio is, so it has a working rate. You can't just fire stuff into it and it pops out the other side. It can only work so fast, and that's it, as far as I know. It'll take wood chips as well for power. I haven't heard of anything else it's accepting. We're going to try a grain. We're going to try wheat, which we've harvested that field for. I'm just going to try it. I honestly don't know if it'll work or not. This is my first time really trying it out. I was going to do it on another map, but it couldn't sell logs, so what was the point? said, well, Bjornholm has everything, so let's do it on Bjornholm. Right, we're almost there. And I am going to pause the video because I need to get the trailer as well. And that's going to take another bit. Just drive there and back. That won't be too much fun. So, see you in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. I forgot to mention about this thing. This thing is for lifting up the pallets of stuff. You can use the in-game forks, but I would not recommend that because the in-game forks are, how I put this nicely, a lump of scrap metal. Yes, that's what we're going with. So, in case you can't tell, I have the JCB DLC. I would highly recommend it. Okay, so turn you off. Let's see, where do we start? We start with this fellow. And I'm gonna have to turn him down some more because he will actually really annoy me. And sorry if you can't hear me now. But I don't think you should have any major problems. Okay. So we go and cut down this tree here and I'm gonna turn them on. Let's see. So I'm hoping this will work, to be honest. Okay. I have never put in a log into this thing. Let's see how it handles. Swing it around this way. And shuttle is not helping, but whatever. Okay, let's see now. I was thinking I might just drop the whole thing in there, but that seems a little bit. Oh, okay, lovely. Now this thing takes 5 minutes to, how we say, warm up. We're gonna say warm up. It works in 5-minute intervals, i.e., turn you off. I.e., it will not fire until 5 minutes later. And if we go here and we turn this back on, we have fuel, logs, production, wood chips, and boards, pelleted. We have no fuel, so it definitely won't work. So let's go put in some fuel. Let's see, what fuel do we get first? I want to put in a wool pallet just to see what value they hold, because that would be what I would think is my favorite kind of fuel for it, even though wool actually just doesn't burn. But anyway, so you put fuel in at the very opposite side, next to just simply the opposite side. We're just gonna opposite side, right? Now that just popped in there. It looks to be like wood chips. I have never seen this texturing. Let's just pop out. Yep, wood chip texturing. And that's not a problem, because wood chip would be a major fuel in this thing. And you can texture everything because you could have multiple fuels in there. So if we go over here again, we have got 20% fuel. Now, I heard that straw is supposed to be, well, I haven't heard, I've seen that straw is the best fuel. It looks to be the best fuel. Scratch that. Copy and paste. Okay, so we're just gonna back in there with the baler and drop our load, quite simply. Okay. Oop, baler. Don't do that to me, baler. Oop. Okay, I can't back for the life of me today. And I keep harping on about this, that the bale doesn't become real till it hits the ground. So maybe we'll see that here. So it's not real until there. That's when it becomes real. So as you saw, the wood chip oil just exploded basically there. And I'm gonna close down the baler again. And get out. And let's see. That was worth 40%. So 4,000 unit bale is worth way more than that. So we started at 15. It should be going at 20. Let me get rid of that. There it goes. So here's our animation. It's a really nice animation. So it picks up a log from this side and then this side, like so. And if we head round through the ground, you can see that the whoa, okay. You can see the wood chips spilling out on the ground there, and we can see our palette being created, not very gracefully, but being created nonetheless. I'm trying to watch the thing to see is it filling up. Can I tell by the thing? No, I cannot. Because what I mean is, if I throw a log here, and then here, and then here, and into each one, and then make up the next level. I don't know how long it takes to make a thing, so let's see. It does go by in-game time, so we're gonna speed it up. I'm presuming the animation won't go faster. And it really does take a long time, but it does get you 135% output. So you put in a log and you get a third of that log again, basically. Logs 33%, wood chips, boards. So let's go max out time and see what happens here. Wood chips 5%. It does take a long time, so, but it's something you can just put down and forget about, really, I'd say. And it does cost a lot of money. It costs 250,000, I believe. 250. No, this is in game. Sorry. Mods. 250,000. I think that's a little bit too much. Unless you are going to be like full on, this is never going to stop kind of thing. So if we can, you know what? I'm going to leave this run. And I'll be back when I fill this thing up, and I'll use the 12,000 mod, the fast forward mod. And then we'll show you what happens when we get a full palette, how the thing works. Actually, before we do that, how are we doing? Sorry. 50%. Going to slow you down just a smidge. We need to test, does it accept brains? I don't believe it does, but it's worth a shot. Drive. Right. Let's go. I'm highly doubtful that this will work, so let's see. Let's see, how do we steer? How does I steer? Nope, it does not accept any grains, presumably. Might accept corn? No, it won't. So it'll only accept the logs itself, wood chips, straw, or what else was there? Wool. Yes. So I'll be back when I've chopped down those 2 trees and put them in. I won't, if they don't fit it. How bad? So give me a moment, guys. Okay, I'm back, and this is 100% full. I think. A minute. Fuels, logs. No, it's 60% full. We're actually going to fill it up now, considering there is a full pallet waiting, but this is just 1 tree, so it won't take very long. Where's my front? Straighten up the thing. This button. It's a very simple job. If you had one of these in the middle of the forest with one of these alongside it, you would not be long filling it up, but you would be in age waiting. If you had about 50 of these, you might be kept busy by some measurable means. So, I was told when it's full, turn you off because I don't like leaving things on. I was told when this thing's full, there's 6 on either side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on either side, and that's how they're stored. You cannot just leave them thrown up there, and when it takes some it'll refill. That's not how it works, sadly. It's 100%, no, 95% full, well, give or take, and we now have, excuse me a second, I have a bit of cold. We now have this much wood chips, which I forgot to check was, and we have a pallet of planks. So, if we go down here to our thingamajig, we can go pick up our log, lumber, or stuff. Right, there we go. Get that off, and that's as much as it opens. I thought I would open more. Okay. As I am not very skilled with a front loader, this could be quite hilarious. Hilarious. Right, whoa. Okay, let's get out of the cab. Flatten out our prongs and drive in. Having this on flat ground would definitely help. Nope. This button. Now will you grab it? Yes, yes you will. Right. Can you, as I was saying, you can use the in-game pallet forks, but I would highly recommend getting this mod to do it, because, well, it just works so much better, and there's going to be no problems with getting him on or off of pretty much anything. They're easily stored, I've heard, or seen even. So if I just drop that there and reverse out, and we're gonna watch the thing build up. Since it's got decent fuel, how much fuel does it have actually? 43% fuel, that should be good enough. Okay, so let's wind up time to the max. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. There it goes, you can see it building up. It's not full, it's hard to tell. I think that's full now. Yes, that is full. So it's one way of doing it. You will waste many days though if you are, I should have put this up in the trailer, if you are waiting for this. It's only for minor logging. It's a bit expensive for what it really does. If it was like 200%, which you could go into the logs and fix, I'm sure, if you really wanted to, it might be worth it, but I can't see it being worth it at 135% output on it. So that is my opinion of it. Okay, can I, does it even fit? How many wide is it? Is it a full width? Will we get 2 in there? Hardly. So okay, so I'm really gonna have to be careful. Ooh, that has actually no clip at all. That's nice. Okay, I'm only pulling the trailer over now, and that's very good for stacking actually. So by the looks of things, you could take 3 by 2 by 2, which is 12 of these maybe. So we're gonna grab the second one, and we're gonna stack it up on top of it, and we're gonna drive the trailer somewhere. Perhaps maybe I'll get 4, because that would make more sense, wouldn't it? Oops. As you can tell, I like to do stuff in cab. which is the way it should be done usually. Okay, so we got this. I'll just crank up the time because why not? And there's JCB there. Problems, first world problems, too many tractors. Where are you? Where's the truck? This thing is quite wobbly, but I don't know how much this would actually weigh. Okay, can I see what is actually happening? Can I get rid of everything? Alt hide. There we go. That's better. That's 10 times better. Nope. That is not 10 times better. I cannot get this in. There we go. And can I swing like so? No, we're pulling that one. Back. No! It's ending in disaster. Okay. Try this again. But I guess, okay, Silage, thank you very much. Thank you for this information, of which I care nothing of. Okay. And can we get it this time? Okay, what seems to be the problem here? That other path has gone forward. Okay, we cannot get 4 of them on here. Wait. Excuse me a second. Right, sorry about that. Again. I'm gonna have to get a drink, possibly. Let's see how much of the next pallet we have, considering that we're fast forwarding time like all hell. A good bit actually. How are we doing on fuel and stuff? Let's check. I'm gonna get 2 more and I will be back then, because I'm just wasting time really, aren't I? Let's see. 15% fuel. It doesn't work at night by the looks of things. Oh, wood chips is full. We needed more fuel anyway, so this is another thing I meant to demonstrate. Where is thing? I can't see anything, so let's see. Pretty much. How many units does this bucket hold? I do need to know that, because I want to compare wood chips to a straw bale. So let's just fill it up in it. Well, there's not a lot of thing in here, is there? So let's get this back. 4,500. So to compare to bale, it should do 45%. Yes, that is it. 45%. Ooh. Okay, I actually can't see it. Lights on. It's a bit better. We had 15, so we should be on some bit now. Can we? Yes. And wood chips is already a good source of money in game. So let's see. Come on, open the thing. Thank you. See how much we make. That's about right, is it? 15 and 45 is 55. No, it's slightly worse than straw, but give or take, you know. We still got it gives you 10,000 wood chips for 2 pallets, roughly so, 2.5 pallets, and that's good money. So I'm going to leave it here, and I'll be back when we have that trailer actually full, since I probably will be able to do that. So see you in a minute, guys. Okay, I'm back, and I started to get annoyed with it. I got this far, stacked them pretty much perfectly, no problems. Then got the second row, and then it got a bit awkward for reasons of I don't actually even know. And that one went sideways, and now I can't get this one on. Not that I tried extremely hard or anything, and it's just getting annoying. So let me see. Slow this down. So I counted it out, and it takes 100 seconds at 120 times to make 1 pallet of the stuff. So I could do some calculations and see how long it would take. What's that, about an hour and a half, I suppose? Maybe? I don't know. No, it takes longer than an hour and a half. I don't know. It has only used half of its 100%. So this is kind of a nice sideshow to the logging. If you just want to like kind of work away with it. Now we're gonna sell this and see how much we get. We should get, I don't know how much money for it. Where are we selling? I've actually forgotten. So there is the lumber yard and the lumber yard. What am I saying? Case. So how do I get to the lumber yard? I don't even know. Main road over the bridge. Let's go. Sorry, keep hitting wrong buttons. Okay. Can't. Oh no. Excuse me a second. So hello. Okay. Camera, please stop doing that. So the ones in front, they actually are locked on quite well, but the ones there are not. The way this works is, I think it's just literally just wedged in, because they're quite a tight fit to try and get the 4 of them in there, but it's not ridiculously tight either at the same time. Oh my god, this trailer is wobbly. Well, I suppose we do have a high load, not spread out very well, and 2 at that side, so if I turn this way... Oh, yeah, that happens. Ha, lol. So we're going to sell 2 of them, and we're going to multiply by whatever that would be, 3. That's just the simplest way, because I'm not going picking them up. It's a very wobbly trailer. That's what you should take from this. And this is a new map, so we have all these rubbish information things. They don't seem to want to fall out, even though I'm kind of like wriggling a bit. So that's good. And they're at a funny angle, but I suppose we did just turn over. The fact that they're on at all is good. It does not like to go over, I'd say, about 40 kilometers. It's a real speed limit. Ooh, it wasn't engineered very well in that case, I'd say, because there is a bit of work on mods in 15 compared to 13, I would think. I don't really know. Might be different work, might be equal work, but it's different work definitely. Okay, turn. Let's see how much we get. So we have 46,000. Let's see. Of course. No. Selling wood. Okay, thank you. I've got an idea. Well, if they would back out, that would be great too. No. Okay, we're gonna send them into the pond. Into the pond! Over the bridge. Stuck in something. What am I stuck in? Really? Let's turn on all this stuff and... Really? Is that the way it's gonna be? That's really the way it's gonna be now. Okay, ramming speed. No. Come on. No. Okay, I'm literally gonna ram it into the water. I've got no other choice. We've got $46,824. 800,000, yes, but it's not gonna give me 100,000, is it? Ooh, that's bad. That's a bad angle. We've got one shot at this. Let's do it right. If not, this is the complete flunk, and I'll bring down one with a loader. Okay, so yes. No. No. Okay. No, that's not what I meant to do. I did hit it exactly as I wanted to, but it didn't sell. They are officially in the water, I believe. No, they're not. Okay. Is there any hope of getting that unstuck? Is it a failure of a spotlight? Wait, this thing is quite unstuckable. Okay, ramming speed once again. We have a second shot. We were meant to do this. We were born to do this. Let's go. No? Okay, this thing, I don't think it sells somehow. Which is a pity. I don't know why it doesn't it sell, but... No? Okay, I'm gonna get the loader, I'm gonna bring down one, and we'll see what happens. So see you in a minute, once again. Okay, here I am, pulling back in. And we're gonna see what is what. I just had a thought that they might sell in the biomass heating, but the logic of that is, why would you make planks to heat places? Sorry, yawning. So we're just gonna drop them off in here, see what happens. Nothing. Nope, not gonna sell there. I'm gonna have to do a bit of research, aren't I? If this doesn't work, I'll go away and research and come straight back and finish off the video. If I can figure out how to do it, this shall be the end, where I drop it in here. So let's see. Okay, that's a bit rocky. Oh, easy. Okay, I'm just gonna... No, they certainly do not sell. I'm gonna research this and I shall be back in 2 minutes. So see you then. Hello guys, I'm back and I figured out where we sell these things. We do not sell them as lumber. Funny news, I know. Where we actually sell them is in the spinnery. What the hell is a spinnery, you may ask? I didn't know either. It took me a minute to think, spinnery. Then the man on the video said, it's where you sell wool. I was like, oh, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. So here we are. This thing, it'll fit anything. Maybe not the skid steer. That might be pushing it. Spinnery here on Bjornholm is this place, I think. I'm guessing. If we do, yeah, crap. Sell point for wool. It's not the spinnery. Okay, it is the spinnery, yes. So, that's it. I didn't look at the price, so I don't know what it is. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna have to flip another one of these pallets. Sorry, I flipped. Okay. Ooh, that's a bit fast. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, if I could just be a little bit sneaky about this. Could I possibly... No, I could not possibly. Okay, I really want to know how much one of these things costs, or sells for, not costs. Really? Really? I'm not getting the... Again, this is just going a bit too far now. Okay, this time. No. That way, yes. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, and we've got this now. We're on 52,600. We're gonna step 5, make it simple maths, because it's hopefully gonna sell for round numbers, or square numbers, or numbers that aren't too awkward. I picked this loader to do this because I found out that this thing goes on everything, pretty much. Maybe not the skid steer, I haven't tried. And it's faster. It does 50k versus 40k. We're gonna hit a sign, don't care. Okay, hold it. Stop. 52,600. 54,700. So 2,000 for one of those pallets. Is it worth it? That's a good bit of money for one of those pallets if you just leave going in the background. Like, if you want to just do pallets, you will be able to, because if you crank time to 120, you will be flat out to keep this thing going, and it doesn't take much logs to fill it up, so that'll only have to be doing every trailer, I'd say. You get a full trailer of stuff out of it if you just fill it up once, as in 4x3, which is 12. You get 12 pallets for filling that thing up, roughly, I believe. And it's in front loaders. Buying this color this time to match the JCB. We're going to check, does it fit the JCB now? So, since that's only been released very lately, I'm gonna have to tab through everything. So, this is the last thing we'll be doing. Really? Okay, back up for me, please. I'd highly doubt it fits the skid steer. Shuttle control is annoying. No, I didn't expect it to fit the skid steer. Well, that's it anyway, so thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe. The links to all the mods will be below. And if you have any questions about Farming Simulator, computer requirements for Farming Simulator, any questions about these mods or any other mod, just leave a question below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible and do anything I can to help you out with that. So until next time, we'll see you then, guys. Bye. Should have mentioned, I would pass all these mods. I did a mod review without reviewing it, and the wood chipper, if you find logging has gotten boring and it's missing something, I believe this is that something. It'll give you a bit more work to do, add an extra step in the process, make it better. If you don't like logging, I think this will make it better as well, because it's less labor intensive. You throw in minimal trees, you get maximum return. Just throw it in, leave it running, go harvest your crops. Once your crops are harvested, come back to that and go away with that again and make some extra money. That's what I would recommend. The trailer, meh, it's alright. Just use a flatbed unless you're going for real bulk, like the in-game thing, unless you're really going to work that thing all day every day. And the grab, 10 stars. I can't describe how much it's needed for this, because in-game paths are hopeless. And there was going to be another mod, but it didn't work out. As I thought it wouldn't, because I was told you need to edit the file for it to work, and I'm not bothered. It was just another trailer for dim pallets. It was a smaller trailer, which would go onto a tractor with the dolly wheel in front of its own, not the one you'd have to buy yourself. And yeah, I would recommend all of these mods, only the big trailer if you're really gonna go all out logging like that, with like 2 or 3 of them. And that's it. So once again, thanks for everybody for watching, we'll see you next time. Bye.